name is Amanda Brown. I am the Education Director for Deadwood History, and with me today I have our media arts designer. This is Chelsie Bauer. Chelsie, today we're going to make a DIY paper spinner. Now this is a craft that you can make with pretty much anything you can find in your house. All you really need is some paper, just any kind of white printer paper that you might have, scrap paper, construction paper. You also need a piece of cardboard. That way you can have something very sturdy with you. You'll need markers, glue, pencils, a ruler, scissors, something circular so you can make your circles, unless you're really good at making circles. I know I'm not
good at making circles. Nope.
And some string. So if you have all of those in your house, then you can get started right away. Maybe you have some in a garage, an old box. You can pretty much make anything work.
Cereal boxes for cardboard, stuff like that.
It doesn't have to be the really thick Amazon boxes. So we're gonna make a DIY paper spinner. It's gonna end up looking like this. And I'll show you how it works at the very end, but first we're gonna make one. Now I prepped all my materials first, but we have 2 circles that we then decorated. You can decorate it any way you want. Chelsie, how would you decorate yours?
Oh boy, I would probably do rainbow colors like you did. Like
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of tie-dye, and now is the perfect time for lots and lots of color.
Yes.
Because it'll distract you and stuff if you're bored. At least that's what works for me.
So 2 circles the same size, and you want to have a piece of cardboard that's exactly the same size. I used my mason jar here to cut them all so that they were all exactly the same.
Smart.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to glue those on either side of the piece of cardboard. Chelsea, do you think you could do that for me really quickly?
Of course.
Wonderful. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a piece of string ready for you. Is that okay?
Perfect. Yeah, please do.
All right. So it doesn't really matter how long your string is. You can always cut it shorter if it ends up being too long. It needs to be about 24 inches or so, but not super long. So while Miss Chelsie is getting that all ready to go,
So close.
take your time.
So much
It's not a
pressure.
rush. We've got that. Now I colored these 2 blue and yellow on this side and blue and red on that side. Like I said, you can color them any way you want. You can draw flowers, designs,
Good idea.
however you want it to look. I did it this way because when I spin it really fast, I think that the colors are gonna go crazy and they're gonna turn a different color. What color do you think that's gonna turn?
Well, I'm hoping purple.
Yeah.
If I have my color theory correct.
Blue and red make purple, and then on the other side, oh my gosh, jumped right out of my hand. Blue and yellow make
Green.
Green,
Which
yay.
is my favorite color. Just
Mine
in case
too.
you were curious. All right. Yes.
social
big high-
distancing.
Social distancing high five.
All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to poke a hole in this. Now, Chelsie and I are adults, so we are able to do this. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, or your parents don't feel comfortable doing it, have them help you, because this is a very sharp tool, and we want to make sure that we're very careful with it. So I'm going to actually be even more careful on our table, and I'm going to put this right here, and then I'm going to poke 2 holes right in the middle, all the way through. So it kind of looks like a button at the end of this.
Especially if you have thicker cardboard, make sure you have an older helper do this. Yeah, because it's harder if it's thicker.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that there's a pretty large size hole in there so that we can get our string through. So then I'm going to take one side of the string, and I'm going to go all the way through. And then I'm going to take the other side and go through that other hole.
And you want the holes to be a little bit bigger too so that your string feeds through easier. I always have problems with this.
All right, so once they're through, you're going to want to tie a knot on one side. And if you need help, again, just ask an adult. All right, now you're going to want to make sure that your circle is in the middle of your string like this,
Looks good.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the trick to this is to kind of just fling it towards you without letting go so that it spins and twists and then just let go. And it's going to take a little bit of practice. It took me a little bit of time. But once you get the hang of it, it looks really neat. And you can have it go back and forth.
Oh.
And depending on your speed, there we go.
Oh, I saw some purple for like a second. All right.
Like a second, yeah. And you can just have it keep going. And you can spin it either way. So that side is supposed to be green, but I'm not looking on that side. I was looking on this side. Let's go on that side so we can see if it looks purple. I don't know. Does it look purple? I think it does.
Yeah.
All right. So there is our DIY paper spinner. Super easy to make. Didn't take us very long.
Nope.
All of our supplies are very easy to find. These are toys that have been around for thousands of years across different cultures. And they're just a fun way to pass the time. Like I said, you can make them however you want. They are yours, and they are never wrong. They never look wrong. One other thing that you can do along these same lines is if you have a button laying around your house.
Oh. I bet you all have tons of buttons at your house.
Yeah.
Don't take them off of anybody's clothes, though.
Yeah. You have the same sort of idea. You want to put it in between, you want to feed a string through there. And you're going to do the same thing, only the really cool thing with this one is they call these buzzers, because if you get it right, if you do it right, you make a nice little buzzing sound. I'm going to try to get it on camera, no guarantees.
Oh, I can hear it.
Oh, I hit the mic. Let's try again. Yeah,
Cool.
that one sounded really good.
That one did sound good. All right.
So these are just fun little toys that you can make and play around the house and things like that.
I'm gonna try it just to see.
Yeah. And Miss Chelsea's gonna wash her hands when she's done.
Yes, I am.
Oh, I see green on this
For
side.
20 seconds with soap and water. Cool.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us while we make this DIY paper spinner. We will be doing more crafts like this probably once a week or so live on our Facebook page while we're closed for the virus. We hope to really bring some things that you can do in your house with the things that you have around you. Super easy, fun things to do while you're stuck at home. We really appreciate your time today. Chelsea, anything you'd like to add?
If you are on YouTube, you can also find our videos on YouTube as well. So after this gets posted on Facebook, or well, it's live right now, sorry. But we'll also upload it to our YouTube channel, and that's Deadwood History, so you can subscribe, and that's where all of our videos go eventually. So if you missed something on Facebook, you can check it out on YouTube as well.
Bye.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.